Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now Bitcoin is playing out this short-term bullish divergence while Ethereum is forming a new pattern that we need to pay attention to, while it is also breaking out to the upside from this short-term bullish pattern. And the signal flashing on this chart could change everything for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, just giving you a quick update on the daily Bitcoin chart, and right now the price of Bitcoin is still basically forming a potential massive bullish flag pattern. But as I've said recently here on the channel, in order to actually confirm this bullish flag pattern and set up the bullish price target to the upside, we need to see a confirmed breakout above this resistance, which is sitting at around 71,500 approximately. And as for support for this pattern right here, that is sitting at around 60 to 61,000. So the bulls really need to hold above $60,000 in order to remain within this bullish flag pattern. But at least for now, just in the shorter term here, we're looking relatively neutral, basically taking a bit of a break at the moment from the larger bullish trend on the larger timeframes. And if we're taking a look at this daily Bitcoin chart, looking at the DXY, also known as the US dollar index, right now, this is still potentially in a bit of a pullback, a bit of a correction. But on that last trading day, we did see a bit of a spike to the upside in the short term in the DXY. So we need to keep an eye on what the DXY is doing moving forwards, because as I've explained over and over again here on the channel, if the DXY is bearish, that is usually very bullish for the price of Bitcoin. And on the other hand, when the DXY is bullish, that is almost always bearish or at least neutral for the price of Bitcoin. And so as always, I'll be sure to keep you up to date on what's happening here in the DXY and many other important charts in these videos every single day. So make sure you subscribe to this channel with notifications turned on and click all for notifications so that you don't miss out on any of these important update videos. And with that being said, zooming into the shorter term, looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, and right now the price of Bitcoin is basically still within a choppy sideways price range, looking relatively neutral, at least just in the short term here. And this is something that I've been talking about over the last 3 days, give or take, since all the way back around here. I've been saying how the price is lacking momentum to either direction. And so once again, as I've been saying on the channel since back here, I continue to expect a bit of neutral price action, basically choppy sideways price action just in the shorter term here as one of the most likely scenarios just for now. And as for support and resistance in this sideways price range right here, we have major support in between 61 to 62,000 with some support at around 60,000. And as for resistance, we have this price range in between 65 to 66,000. We also have this level of resistance at around 67,000 and another area of resistance in between around 68 to 69,000 based on previous support and resistance. And now, obviously, if you're simply just holding Bitcoin in this choppy sideways price action, this is obviously quite boring for just the Bitcoin holders out there as the price is basically going sideways. But for the traders out there, this can be a gold mine in crypto. When we're seeing choppy sideways price action like this, you can actually make a lot of easy profits in this sideways volatility. And if you want to actually know how to do that, then stick around to the end of this video to find out more. But anyway, zooming further into the short term, looking at the 2-hour Bitcoin chart, and obviously over the last couple of days, I was talking about this potential head and shoulders pattern, which initially broke to the downside. But as I talked about in my last video here on the channel, the price was retesting this neckline, which was previous support. And I said in my last video, if we confirm a breakout with candle closes above that level, which was sitting at around 63.4K, then that will invalidate this pattern and the break to the downside. And over the last 1 day, that's basically exactly what we saw, a breakout back above 63.4K. And as of right now, we're potentially flipping that level into new support again. And so once again, considering we have broken out back above that neckline, this now means that this pattern right here and that break to the downside here in the short term is now invalid. And of course, one of the main reasons as to why we've seen a bit of a short-term bullish relief over the last day or so in the price of Bitcoin is due to this bullish divergence actively playing out here on the 2-hour Bitcoin chart. And this is something else that I mentioned in my last video. Basically, I said, especially if we break out above 63.4K, then I would expect this bullish divergence to continue to play out at least over the next 1 to 2 days or so as the most likely outcome. And as usual, a bullish divergence usually plays out in the form of either a bullish relief or sideways price action, basically a sideways consolidation or a bullish relief in the short term as the most likely outcomes. And now, considering this has already been playing out over around 1 to 2 days or so, obviously I would not necessarily expect this to continue to play out much longer, possibly over the next 1 day, but basically considering it's only on the 2-hour time frame, I'd not expect this to play out over weeks and weeks from now because it's only looking at the smaller time frames here. And so ultimately, we're still basically within this sideways price range. Just in the short term, on the 4-hour time frame, once again, we're looking relatively neutral, but this is occurring within a much larger bullish trend when we're zooming out. And if you want to actually trade these moves in the price of Bitcoin or any other crypto, personally, I trade those moves over on Bybit, so I'll make sure to leave a link to Bybit in the description down below and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link down below this video to make a Bybit account and deposit on that account, then you can get up to a $30,000 deposit bonus, but only if you use that link down below this video. And also, if you use that link, it will take you to this page right here where you can claim an exclusive 200 USDT airdrop position. And you can only actually claim this free airdrop if you use the link down below this video to make a Bybit account. And so if you're going to be trading crypto anyway, you might as well get set up ready to go using that link if you want to claim those extra bonuses. But for whatever reason, if you cannot access Bybit or if you cannot KYC on Bybit, there is also Bitflex, which is another crypto exchange similar to Bybit, but you don't need KYC for Bitflex. And so I'll also make sure to leave a link to Bitflex down below this video as an alternative crypto exchange. And if we're taking a quick look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, we can still see a lot of liquidity above the Bitcoin price. First of all, we do have some short-term liquidity, some small amounts of liquidity down towards around 62,000. But with that being said, we have a massive amount of liquidity at around 67 to 67,500. And we have some more liquidity to the upside at around 71,500 and more liquidity at around 73,000. And so basically, once the Bitcoin price actually crosses above around 67,500, for example, then at that stage, billions of dollars of short positions will be liquidated once the price actually crosses above that level. But anyway, getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this is on the daily ETH to US dollar chart, and right now the price of ETH is potentially forming a massive falling wedge pattern. And statistically speaking, a falling wedge pattern is a bullish pattern because roughly around 2/3 of the time a falling wedge breaks out to the upside, and around 1/3 of the time a falling wedge breaks to the downside. And so it's not impossible to see a break to the downside from a falling wedge, but that is simply the less likely scenario. But either way, the bullish price target does not come into play at all. It does not confirm until we actually see a confirmed breakout above this line of resistance, which is currently sitting at around 3450. And so once we actually confirm a breakout above that resistance, then that will set up the bullish price target for this pattern, which is sitting at the top of the wedge at around $4,060. And there is a secondary way we can measure a price target for a falling wedge. And if we're taking a look at that measured move, that sets up another price target at around 4.3K. And so basically, we could likely see the price return to above $4,000 if we first confirm a breakout above around 3,450. But obviously, until we see that breakout, there's still a possibility that we could find more resistance around that level. So keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that even if we see that confirmed breakout above 3,450, we can still have some other levels of resistance along the way where the price can still potentially struggle at. And if we're zooming into the shorter term, looking at the 8-hour time frame, right now the price is already breaking out above this important area of resistance in the short term, which was sitting in between around 3.2K to 3,250. And so like I said recently here on the channel, if we confirm a breakout above 3,250 in the short term, that is a bullish confirmation signal, which will likely send the price towards the next area of resistance, which is sitting in between around 3,470 to 3,530. And we also have a significant level of resistance right around here, sitting at around 3,650. And so right now, it's clear that at least in the short term, the price of ETH is in the middle of a bullish relief or a potential bullish reversal out of this correction. And another reason as to why the price is looking a little bit more bullish here in the short term is not only due to those ETF rumors at the moment, which is of course sending the price a little bit higher, but also due to the breakout from this bullish cup and handle pattern also on the 8-hour time frame, which I mentioned in my last video. And so like I said yesterday, we have the breakout line, the neckline sitting at around 3250. And so once we saw a confirmed breakout above that level with an 8-hour candle close above that level, once again, that technically confirmed the breakout to the upside for this bullish reversal pattern. And if we're measuring the technical price target for this breakout from the bullish cup and handle pattern, that sets up a price target at around 35.90, so just below 3.6k. And so, for example, if you opened a long position around the point of the breakout to that price target, that's a total of a potential 10% move to the upside. Or, for example, at the time of recording this video, from the current price to that price target, that's still potentially around a 7% move to the upside until we actually hit that price target. And so just for example, that 7% move could be a 70% profit with a 10x leverage long position, just for example. And as usual, the point of invalidation for this breakout would essentially be a break back below this neckline, so back below around 3250. And so if you're new to all of this, that basically means if we see candle closes back below 3250, then that will invalidate this breakout for this pattern right here and invalidate this bullish price target. And so at least for now, considering we're seeing this breakout above this resistance and we have an active bullish price target in play on the chart, right now the price of ETH is looking more bullish than bearish, at least in the short term. And another reason as to why the price of ETH is looking a little bit more bullish here in the short term is due to the fact that ETH versus BTC, this is Ethereum versus Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, is now potentially starting to play out a massive bullish divergence. And considering this bullish divergence is playing out on the weekly time frame, this is a big deal because this could play out over multiple months. And once again, a bullish divergence usually plays out in the form of a bullish relief or sometimes just a sideways consolidation. But so far, we are seeing a decent bounce in ETH BTC, which if you're new to all of this, ETH BTC is essentially Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So basically, when this chart is going to the upside, it means Ethereum is doing better than Bitcoin. Whereas if this chart's going to the downside, it means Bitcoin is doing better than ETH. And so just for an example of how we can trade this chart right here, we have to trade between Bitcoin and ETH. And so once again, this is just an example, but let's just say if we're starting to flip more bullish here on this chart, you could perhaps convert some Bitcoin into Ethereum. And let's just say if we see a move to the upside in ETH BTC, let's just say we see a 20% move to the upside just for an example. If something like that played out and you converted one Bitcoin into the equivalent amount of Ethereum at the current price, and then we saw a 20% move to the upside, and then at those higher levels, you converted that Ethereum back into Bitcoin, so sold the Ethereum back into Bitcoin, then in that example, if we saw a 20% move to the upside in ETH BTC, you would have turned one Bitcoin into 1.2 Bitcoin. And now, once again, that was just an example. Nothing that I say is personal financial advice because I don't know your personal financial situation. But at least for now, we are playing out this new bullish divergence on the weekly ETH BTC chart, but we also have this major descending line of resistance to pay attention to, which is currently sitting at around 0.0575 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And so obviously, if we can actually break out above that descending line of resistance right there, then we can start to flip much more bullish again on this chart, because in that case, we would basically be breaking this lower high structure, this massive downtrend. Because obviously for a while now on this chart, since all the way back around August 2022, this chart has been trending to the downside, which basically means that Bitcoin has been performing better than Ethereum since around mid 2022. But like I said in the intro of this video, this new signal could potentially change everything when it comes to the massive trend here on the ETH BTC chart. And with that being said, giving you a really quick update on Solana on the 8-hour time frame. Over the last one day, we've seen a little bit more of a bounce back to the upside, but ultimately we're still basically in this massive sideways price range in between this support and this resistance. First of all, we have this massive area of support in between 120 to 128, and we have this area of resistance in between around 150 to 155, with this descending line of resistance right here sitting in between that area of resistance at around 151 to 152 as of right now. And above that resistance, we also have this area of resistance based on previous support sitting in between 167 to 172. But once again, at least for now, the price is looking relatively neutral as we are in this sideways price range. And once again, if you want to trade these moves in the price of any crypto, check out those links down below this video if you want to claim those extra bonuses. And if you want to actually know how to trade crypto, no matter if the price is bullish, bearish, or chopping around sideways like Bitcoin and Solana right now, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.